So imagine this. Your friend has been begging you to play this game. Promise he's gonna play for more than a week this time, right? You get the game, you install it, you get the equipment, you log in, and then your friend gets crucified into a coma, a half-naked girl is yelling at you, and you've just been given the power to end lives or save the world. Oh, and there's this purple cat girl who really wants to touch your bracelet. That's right, we're talking about MMO Simulator. DOTHACK, specifically Infection. Releasing in 2002 for the PlayStation 2, DOTHACK Infection is the first entry in a series of games about an MMO, but is actually single player. And they have all the early 2000s internet vibes one could ask for. I'm talking forums. I'm talking email chain letters back and forth like it's a text message thread. I'm talking about emoticons. You guys know what emoticons are, right? Like, I'm not just getting old. Like, people still use those, right? People still use those, right? I'm not just going crazy. You control Kite, a middle schooler who has just registered to play a game called The World. Little does he know, he actually signed up for trauma that will last a lifetime. Should have read those terms and conditions. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the retelling of my playthrough of DOTHACK Infection. Infection starts out with some cryptic slam poetry. Pause to read. Then we turn on our PC and finish registering for the game, The World. Right when we log in, we run into Kite's friend, Orca, who's kind of a big deal within this game within a game. But he takes time out of his busy schedule to show us the ropes. And in the middle of this little tutorial, we end up witnessing what could only be described as an active Amber Alert.
What the? Did you just see that?
We chase them down, but only find the girl, who then bestows an all-important quest to Orca as though he's the main character or something. Then that monster from earlier shows up and ends that campaign just as quickly as it started. Before we could suffer the same fate, someone javelin throws a staff from across the map that stops the monster, thus saving our lives and crashing our game. I'm sure like Kite's thinking, wow, Orca really sold me on this game. That was some intense role-playing. Those screams, they sounded real. Yeah, that's because Orca's actually in a coma now. So what does Kite do? The only logical next step. Ask Reddit for help. And while he's waiting for that answer, let's log right back into the game that just put my friend in a coma. I know. This is the part of like a scary movie where you're like, don't go in there, you know, obviously. But we gotta get this plot going somehow. Kite loads up the game and runs into a girl running around who has no idea what she's doing. So he kind of just stares at her, which does not make her happy.
What is it? You got something to say?
This is Black Rose. She's also new to the game and looking for some answers to the mysterious events that have been taking place in the world. And since Kite's forum post got a reply, we decide to head to this area to investigate together.
That statue, it looks so sad.
Inside, we find a statue of the girl from before. Turns out her name is Aura, and she's like the messiah AI of the game The World. Before we could get any more answers, we get raided by some sort of glitchy monster. Then, some guy who seems to have the only angel cosmetic in the whole game swoops in and tries to save us. Unfortunately, it seems the glitchy monster is still too much even for him, and we get backed into a corner. It's in that moment Kite hears the voice of Aura, who's finally realized who the real main character is. She gifts Kite with the main character starter pack. It includes a bright orange color palette change, some clothing designs no one else has, and an invisible bracelet with immense power. And we put that bracelet to good use by doing our first of many data drains.
Come on. Data drain? It always looks so cool to me.
Data drain is pretty much the same attack that puts Orca in a coma. It can rewrite the code of its target. Also, if we spam it too much, it's game over, so use responsibly. With the glitchy monster taken down, we get to introduce ourselves to the angel wing hero that is Balmong. And he's not a fan of our new ability, though I think he's just jealous. Balmong warns us about how dangerous the situation is and then admits that he has no idea what's going on either. He tells us to stay out of his way and walks out and has some sort of quick exchange with a woman holding a very familiar staff.
I do not speak with hackers.
Then Kite logs out and opens up his desktop and wait, what? He's not subscribed to Marcel Tega Gaming. Hold on. Let's fix that real quick. Ah, much better. So after checking through the forum and checking through some emails, Kite logs back into the world and overhears a conversation that some Catwoman is walking around here turning everybody's heads. We have to check this out. And just around the corner, we meet Elk, the timid mage, and Mia, the infamous Catwoman in question. She is very, very interested in Kite, and not because of his personality.
That's a unique bracelet.
I'm not wearing a
Can I
bracelet.
take a look?
I don't have a bracelet on.
Can you see it?
Yes, of course.
After that flirt session, we do our first Goblin Challenge.
Let's play tag. If you win, I'll give you a reward. I really doubt that will happen, though.
Let me tell you something about these Goblin challenges, all right? The goal is to kill the Goblin, but they super Naruto sprint around the map using the game camera against you. So if you don't know what you're doing in the later parts, it gets really frustrating. After taking that Goblin down, we enter a protected area. Protected areas are blocked dungeons that we have to hack into using items called virus cores. Look, I know there's a lot of terminology I'm dropping on you. It's the first game, so I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page here. We enter to find a corrupted map with random code replacing the textures. As we explore further, we run into another one of those glitchy monsters. These monsters are called data bugs, and they're nearly unbeatable through normal means. But don't worry, we just gonna data drain that thing. After the battle, we meet a loot-loving mage named Mistral, who has absolutely no idea what's going on. Great, neither do we. Welcome to the team.
What? Oh, damn it!
Okay, what happened? Oh, something in real life. Forgot. This is a game about a game.
I burned dinner.
Kite gets back to town and meets who I consider to be the most annoying character in .hack, Piros the Third.
I trust your eyes. I have a favor to ask. I will vanquish the wicked monster, and I want you to bear witness.
Look, I know him being annoying is kind of like the joke. I'm just saying he plays his role a little too well. After tolerating Piros, we check our emails and get an invite to a mysterious dungeon by Mia. It's a date. Once we get to the deepest part of that dungeon, it turns out she didn't want to drain Kite's data. She just wanted to watch him data drain. It does look cool. I get it. Later on, Balmung and Kite have a heart-to-heart. Turns out Balmung and Orca were friends too and working together to solve some mystery. So we bond over our collective loss. All this traumatic stuff going on, Kite hasn't really processed that he might be depressed.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to be reminded of it.
You don't have time to get depressed.
Oh, wow.
Who are you?
Guess that's
A
all it
friend,
takes.
Or perhaps a foe.
That lady who just cured Kite's depression is Helba, a seemingly all-knowing hacker and the main reason we didn't also get crucified into a coma like Orca. After getting to know each other more, we rush off to complete another Goblin challenge. Then we also rizz up a girl named Natsume in our free time, and then get access to a new town with some interesting characters.
My name's Johnny, the stray grunty. I'll die if I stop. Stop talking to me!
After that, Elk later approaches us in an attempt to get Mia to drain his data. Though he initially lies to us about his intentions, it seems Mia's actually kinda into it. It's at this point of the game where the pace just speeds up and we got some back-to-back quests. After checking some more emails, we carry Piros through his own quest because he's trash, beat another goblin, trade a low-level weapon in exchange for a lifelong loyalty from a wannabe samurai named Sanjuro, check even more emails, meet Gardenia, the flower-loving warrior with a dedicated fanbase, then help some scammer who randomly name-drops Helba. Sorry guy, you're not getting in the main character club just because you know Helba. Oh, and we tried to get Mistral to understand the severity of the situation, but I don't think it goes well.
Wow, I didn't know they had an event like that.
Yeah, so my friend's in a coma. What a crazy event. That's so wild.
No, it wasn't an event.
Oh no, it started raining. I have to bring in the laundry. Sorry, I gotta go.
Then we check even more emails, kind of seeing the gameplay loop here, help Gardenia find a flower, knock out the fourth goblin, and then through some plot-based mysterious dungeon crawling, we find the teddy bear room. It's some random bed in the middle of a white void surrounded by teddy bears. Comes with its own cryptic poem. Then we check our email again, of course, and brace ourselves for whatever comes next. Black Rose invites us to the deepest part of a mysterious dungeon to meet with someone, just for that someone to tell us absolutely nothing. What a waste of time. But then Helba sends us an email and invites us to another dungeon. There's some answers over here. How nice of her. We meet up with Aura but get interrupted by the one, the only, the same grim reaping looking monster that put Orca in a coma. Scathe.
Dang. The terror of death.
Now, it's time for revenge. Unfortunately, I was severely unprepared for this fight. I had no idea the final boss was right now. But that's okay, we got data drained.
Okay. Take this, Scathe. Data drain.
We drain that thing's data and win the fight. Just when we thought we accomplished something, though, we are introduced to an even greater threat. Kubia.
What happened? Infinite Tsukuyomi. Oh man.
With the defeat of Scathe and the introduction of Kubia, this concludes DOTHACK Infection. You know, for a early 2000s PS2 game, there's a lot of like random relatable stuff in here that applies today. Overall, I really enjoyed my adventure replaying these games, and if you want to see the full playthrough, you can in the link in the description or checking out the playlist on my YouTube channel. It has all the details, all the story beats, as well as all the cutscenes, as well as a bonus episode where I face the post-game boss. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, and if you want to be notified and ready for when I drop part 2 of the summary, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell, and all that other good stuff that YouTubers be saying. You've been watching Marcel Take a Game, and until next time, I'm out.